Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, June 23rd. I'm Jim Weatherup, Chairman of the Oswego County Legislature. Joining me today is Diane Oldenburg, Senior Public Health Educator for the Oswego County Health Department. We are starting to get back to normal. This past weekend, there were many people eating out at local restaurants and enjoying our great outdoor activities like kayaking, fishing, and the beaches. Every day, there are a few more places and activities that families and small groups can participate in. Group gatherings are still limited to 25 people maximum. We expect that to continue at least until the middle of July. Many kids and parents have been waiting for the day when baseball and softball can resume. Our region will be allowed to begin baseball, softball, soccer, and other low-risk sports for team practices and league games on July 6th. Individual or distance group training will be allowed for activities such as wrestling, football, ice hockey, and competitive dance, and individual or distance group activities. The state has posted 6 pages of guidelines for resuming sports and recreation activities on the Reopening New York website. Youth sports are a big part of many families' lives. I encourage coaches and parents and adult players to read the guidelines and become familiar with them. This week, the state data experts are looking at our regional data to determine when the Central New York area will be allowed to move on to Phase 4, and we are very optimistic this will occur soon. Phase 4 will allow arts and entertainment venues, museums, and gyms to open to modified activities. New guidelines are being announced every day. Like everyone else, business and attractions can't reopen until they have read the guidelines, developed a reopening safety plan, and submitted it to the state. We are still seeing complaints about businesses not enforcing regulations that prevent the spread of COVID-19. We want to support our small businesses as much as we can, and as more and more places reopen, it's as important as ever that we are diligent in following our health department's recommendations. If you own or operate a business, please respect the health and safety of your customers and your employees. Enforce social distancing and face masks, especially if you are selling and serving food products. The health department team continues to work on testing and tracking new COVID cases in the county. Diane will give us an update in today's report. Diane?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Health Department has been working diligently to address a cluster of COVID-19 cases at Champlain Valley Specialties. Currently, there are 37 employees that live in Oswego County that have tested positive. The Health Department is working with many partners, including the New York State Department of Health, Oswego Health, Emergency Management, and the Department of Social Services to provide testing, investigations, contact tracing, and to ensure that the needs of those placed in isolation or quarantine are being met. After this cluster was identified, the Health Department worked with the State Health Department and a variety of local agencies to offer additional test sites in the community. Over 500 tests were performed at these sites. It is important that residents continue to take precautions to fight the spread of coronavirus in our community. Today's daily report includes 14,017 tests have been conducted. We have 178 positive test results returned, 48 active COVID-19 cases, and 126 residents that have recovered. We're sad to report an additional death related to COVID-19 today. That puts our total at 4. We have 13,670 negative test results returned, and we have 151 residents in mandatory isolation or quarantine.
Thank you, Diane. I have a few announcements before we close. The next community testing event will be at SUNY Upstate's mobile testing. It will be Wednesday and Thursday in the Romney Field parking lot at SUNY Oswego. The testing will be from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The tests are free, but appointments are needed. To make an appointment, call 315-464-2582. The County Health Department's COVID-19 hotline number, 315-349-3330, is open Monday through Friday. There are still openings for the Camp Hollis Day Camp program. There's a variety of options available to help families with kids ages 6 to 12. For information, call the Youth Bureau at 315-349-3451 or visit the Youth Bureau web pages at OswegoCounty.com. Next weekend, June 27th and 28th, is a free fishing weekend in New York State. You don't need to have a fishing license. Anglers are catching brown trout, steelhead, and some small king salmon on Lake Ontario, and they're reporting walleye and bass on the rivers and on Oneida Lake. This is the perfect time to get out and get on the water and experience some of New York State's best fishing, if not the best, right here in our own backyard. If you've never fished the big lake, I encourage you to gather a few friends and family and book a charter with one of our expert captains. Thank you as always for your continued patience and cooperation as we work together to keep the community healthy and safe.